ASRock X570 Phantom Gaming-ITX TB3 Opinion. Overall, the Mini ITX ASRock X570 Phantom Gaming-ITX/TB3 proved to be a good board throughout our testing. In its default state, the results blended in with the others seamlessly, as we would expect. In this stock configuration, PBO is set to auto. But when enabled, it really didn't do much over the optimized settings. When manually overclocked, the board reached the same clock speed as the other boards without issue. On the features front, the tiny board packed in at least one of everything found on the larger boards, including 4 SATA ports, a single M.2 key 4.0 x4 slot, and of course the USB 3.1 Gen 2 Type-C port, which doubles as a Thunderbolt 3 port with a full 40 Gbps bandwidth. The power delivery uses quality parts and kept cool while running the CPU at 4.25 GHz with all cores and threads enabled on our Ryzen 7 3700X. If looks are part of the equation, the simple design and RGB LEDs across the bottom allow the board to fit with any build you like without sticking out like a sore thumb. The rear I/O panel is already mounted on the board, and is also able to slide a bit for even better fit in your case, a nice value add as most are locked in place. The ASRock X570 Phantom Gaming-ITX/TB3 is priced at $239 on Noog, with its only competitor in this form factor being the Gigabyte X570 Aorus Pro Wi-Fi priced less at $220. The major difference between these boards is the Thunderbolt 3 capabilities of the ASRock, and some video outputs where the Gigabyte ITX board has more. Outside of that, performance between the two is too close to name a winner. But if you use any Thunderbolt 3 connected devices, or think you might in the future, this is the hands-down choice for an ITX board. Just note that if you're planning on installing a fast-key 4.0 SSD, the rear mounting of the M.2 slot means you'll have to do without a fancy heatsink, which could also mean slower performance under sustained loads. Pros: low price, 3x USB 3.1 Gen 2 ports, 1 Thunderbolt 3/Type-C, robust VRM, fastest listed memory support. Cons: only 5 USB ports on rear I/O. Audible chipset fan. Rear M.2 slot complicates key 4.0 SSD installation. The ASRock X570 Phantom Gaming-ITX/TB3 proved itself to perform well in our stock and overclocking testing. For those who need a Thunderbolt 3 port, this is one of the few boards that offer it. Though it has 3 USB 3.1 Gen 2 ports on the rear I/O, it only has 5 in total. And the chipset fan was audible at stock settings. But for the $240 price tag, this diminutive board is an impressive, well-rounded solution for a small form factor build.